Ну да, він сказав, що купив, поки тут залишив.
А тут вже реально збирають дрон.
It has changed warfare fundamentally, especially when you look at how the full-scale invasion started in 2022, and we had World War I style, tanks shooting at each other and people fighting in trenches, all the way to today, where we have a kill zone that is anywhere from 5 to 20 kilometers in Ukraine, and nothing survives in there. And whatever tries to penetrate into that kill zone, be it drones or armored vehicles, it will get destroyed within minutes and hours. The drones have fundamentally changed both the cost calculation of war. So we have very cheap FPV drones costing just a couple hundred or $1,000, taking out very expensive, very bespoke systems such as tanks, fighter jets, helicopters. And so you have a fundamental asymmetry of something that is orders of magnitude cheaper, taking out very bespoke systems that you cannot produce as easily at scale.
He's higher than us. Like we need this.
When you look at studies where combat kills come from, 70 to 80% of kills and injuries come from FPV drones. Around 16% is artillery, and only 4% is small firearms and traditional systems. What we are seeing is both drones evolving themselves. We started with those traditional quadcopter drones having an antenna and using a radio link to transmit data back to the operator. But this radio link can be jammed and communications can be spoofed. Most of those radio links are analog and are not encrypted. That's mainly because it's cheap and easy to do as compared to digital encrypted links. Both people, of course, are looking into digital links, encrypted links, but also have come up with something ingenious, very cheap, very scalable, very effective. And those are fiber optic drones. So you're attaching a fiber optic cable on an FPV drone, and now you can transmit data through that fiber optic cable back to the operator. And the cable, it's on a spool, and it literally can extend 5, 10, by now 20 or even 50 kilometers. And the main benefit really being you do not need to rely on a radio link, which can be spoofed or jammed. Your communication cannot be disturbed, right? You, as long as the fiber stays on and does not break or get teared, you see what the drone sees, and your enemy cannot hack your communication link. And that has been extremely effective. As we've seen Ukraine getting kicked out of Kursk earlier this year, that was mainly due to fiber optic drones attacking logistic routes and really hurting their resupply.
Це ворожий дрон FPV на оптоволокні. Вот он запутався в проводах і вибухнув прямо тут на вулиці. Що після нього залишилось.
Traditional warfare does not work anymore, so you cannot move in large groups. That is what the North Koreans had to learn when they were deployed in Kursk. If you're a large group of people, you're a very easy target. Drones can hit you very easily. What do Ukrainians and Russians do at the moment? They advance in very small groups, 2-3 people. Why? Because if you disperse many groups, the drone has a hard time chasing those individual groups. And if you score a hit, you're hitting 2-3 people. You're not hitting 50 people. And so we've seen a change from centralized, large regiments, large groups, to decentralized warfare, small groups, hiding in dugouts, advancing during night or during fog, and using fundamentally different tactics as we had it before.
Борт БГ може злітати.
And you're on the vehicle, these are rudder inputs. You have here all your different buttons supposed to be doing. So this is completely animated right now, but it's really solving the physics in the
It has an impact both in terms of the actual physical impact of a drone flying above your airport for reconnaissance purposes or just to disturb air traffic, so your airport literally has to shut down. And we've seen that in Munich, in Copenhagen, in Brussels lately. But then it also has a psychological effect of the civilian population being not sure what's going on. Can our government, can our army protect us? There are a lot of both questions in terms of capabilities. Can we take out drones, and what is a cheap and scalable way to do so without using, for example, expensive air-to-air missiles? And on the other hand, also a lot of legal questions, especially in Germany, like who can actually take out drones? Is it the police? Is it the armed forces? Is it anyone else? And so it sparks uncertainty. It sparks fear. In general, solutions change as threats change. And when we're talking, for example, about radars, most systems are very large, very bespoke, and very, very expensive, costing you $500,000 minimum, and more realistically, a couple of million. And then at the same time, you have the problem that drones fly very high, very fast, and your radar might not just detect them, or might detect them when it's already too late and the Shah drone is already over a city. So when you shoot it down, the debris falls into the city. So we need actually better radar technology to detect drones and to have better aerial intelligence. The same goes for interceptor drones.
RIP.